So, I keep hearing about Vane everywhere, a post-apocalyptic open-world survival multiplayer sandbox game. Sounds like it's right up my alley. It's popping up in comments on some of my older videos, also some of my Discord buddies were all like, you have to try this, so I figured, why not? It's a free demo, so I'll jump right in and see what all the fuss is about. Now, I actually gave this game a spin a couple of years back, when it first dropped for a sneak peek, and we got to test it for a week or so. But it's been 2 years. Imagine all the changes that could have happened. So I started download and I head over to YouTube to do a quick search. And to my surprise, everyone was praising the game like it was the best thing since the dawn of time. A bunch of over-the-top titles like better than Project Zomboid, best survival game I played in years. So I thought to myself, oh boy, this must have come a long way. But seriously guys, have you played video games in the last decade? Let me save you some time, in case you don't want to watch the whole thing till the end. No, it's not great. It's decent. It's nowhere close to Project Zomboid or any other survival games out there. It's clunky, there's barely any content, and it could hardly be called a video game. I mean, if this were 2014, sure, I'd be all in, but seriously? Come on now. Best survival game I've played in years? Far from it. But let's get into detail. The market has been flooded with these early access survival games, and it feels like we're just seeing the same stuff over and over again, just with a different spin. But hey, shout out to Ramjet Studios, this demo is free to play and really leans into the whole PvE survival atmosphere, which is great. We don't need another dayz. But boy oh boy, this game is clunky as hell. To start, let's look at the character customization. You can customize everything from the looks of your hair, face, body type, and even starting gear while picking out your stats and occupation. First, you get to pick your name and you choose your gender, where you can go either male or female or neutral? What in the world is neutral? Oh, never mind. 2024, I sometimes forget. Next, you can customize your character to be truly unique. And then you get to the stat page where you get to select 3 perks to start with. Ultimately, you get to pick your past profession, which unlocks some traits and skills. But honestly, I didn't really notice much of a difference between playing a sneaky character or a clumsy one. Or even when it comes to driving skills, it might be just a tiny tweak in the background. And then you're thrown into the world of Vane, which is currently composed of 2 towns in the state of New York and some wilderness around it. The 2 towns both have residential areas, warehouses, shops, and all the essentials like police stations and hospitals to loot for resources. But the map is very small. There's only a few neighborhoods in each town and they are not really unique. Once you get a car working, you can probably explore the whole map in a matter of minutes. The houses are somewhat different from one another, so not a real copy and paste job, but none of them tell a story. They all have different layouts and different floors, but once you go inside, it's like the whole town used the same interior designer or bought furniture from the same place. They are lifeless buildings with different containers inside that really just serve as loot boxes and nothing more. Most of the useful loot is found in containers, and these containers need to be searched. When you search the containers, the inventory opens, which is probably the thing I hate the most about this game. There's no pockets, no separate clothing sections, nothing, just one massive list. And when I say list, I mean it's literally a list. The only clue you get about categories, a few little icons thrown in front of each item. Horrible. Looking for that one item in your inventory can take you loads of time. When interacting with most items in the world, you'll notice that there aren't really any animations at all. Like when you're searching containers, eating, bandaging up, or crafting, it's all pretty bare bones. The melee weapons and shooting animations are also kinda rough, with the melee attacks looking the most janky, especially with different weapon types. I can never tell if I'm close enough to actually hit the zombies. The AI has a few variants, most of them have red faces for some reason, but they don't seem to be different from one another. Now, in theory, these zombies are supposed to be genius level threats, able to see, hear, and smell you from a mile away. Well, let me tell you my experience. They're about as sharp as a marble. You can just waltz right past them and they won't even bat an eye. Also, they don't even flinch when you smack them. They just keep coming at you. But when you do hit them, there's the sound effects. Oh my god. There's plenty of sound effects in the game, and some of them are really good and immersive, but the volume on some of those seriously pack a punch. Might just blow your eardrums. Crafting and building are very simple and straightforward. You build by hitting B on your keyboard and you craft everything on a workbench. All you have to do is have items in your inventory. Skills are supposed to play a big role in this game. They might help you speed things up when dealing with certain items and even score you more materials from dismantling. But for now, it's all pretty straightforward and simple, and you don't seem to need to focus on those, as you can mostly build everything in the menu and interact with everything with no skill. If you want to rack up some points faster, grab a book or a magazine. But even reading is done in an instant. No animation, no fancy graphics, just like everything else in the game. Cooking did get me hyped. When I first opened the stove menu, I was like, sweet, time to get creative and whip up some new recipes with all the cool stuff I find. I was ready to hunt down recipe books and get experimental in the kitchen. But nah, it's just a list of recipes on the left, and you pick one and toss in the exact ingredients, and that's it. The final product doesn't even look different. Talk about a letdown. Now, when it comes to cars, there's a ton of different rides to choose from, and you can usually find the keys in the nearby houses or just give hot wiring a shot. Just watch out not to get zapped. Plus, the cars have parts under the hood that you can swap out if something breaks down. Honestly, it's wild that vehicles are so solid when everything else is a bit of a mess. All in all, I get it. It's a demo and there's only 2 people working on this. And really, I think it's more of a hobby for them. But to me, it feels like it's in the exact same state like it was 2 years ago when I first tried it. Sure, they added some new items and of course the new town, but as a casual player, you don't feel any new improvements. Overall, the gameplay is about as deep as a puddle. Great for a splash, but don't expect to dive in. You can probably exhaust everything there is to do in a few hours. Honestly, I'm cool with it. It's a free demo, plus the folks at Renjet are just here fishing for donations to keep the dream alive. Nothing wrong with that. But let's not kid ourselves. It's no Project Zomboid and it's not the best survival game currently out there. It's a rough slice of a game that could have been impressive 10 years ago. I do, however, hope that maybe as the game gets closer to the release, it's going to be great, because it does have the potential. But for now, it's just a janky slice of a game. Well, this is it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. What do you think of Vane? Have you tried it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to chat with me and other members of the community, or even play a few games together, be sure to join my Discord server. You can also drop by my Twitch live streams. I usually stream 4 days a week and there's plenty of survival games we're constantly checking out. I can't wait to hang out with you all. Thanks again and have a great day.